1 month's battle with the courts has kick-started a rocky election season in Senegal. The person in question here is the country's opposition leader, Ousmane Sonko, who has been handed a 6-month suspended sentence in an appeal of a defamation case that could jeopardize his run for president next year. Sonko is, however, very defiant and optimistic of beating the current president, Macky Sall. The country is on the edge. Many do not want the confusion in the nation to play out when the most important day in their calendar approaches. Here now is a report from Dakar.
Hundreds of Senegalese opposition supporters and civil society activists gathered at a square in the capital, Dakar, to protest the potential third-term bid by the West African nation's president, Macky Sall. Senegal has been shaken by violent protests over a host of issues, including fears by opposition parties that Sall may seek a third term in office.
We came here to liberate Senegal, to tell Macky Sall that he has to stop his dictatorial path. He only has to release the political prisoners. We are fed up. We don't want him anymore. We tell him enough. He only has to leave our Senegal. We want peace. We don't want problems with anyone.
We came to answer the call of the F24 coalition. We have 3 principles to fight. Say no to the third candidacy of Macky Sall, demand the release of political prisoners, and ask Macky Sall to stop eliminating his opponents who want to participate in elections. This is our fight, and we are motivated to go all the way.
61-year-old Sall came to power in 2012 and won re-election in 2019. Senegal's new constitution, adopted in 2016, limits presidential terms to 2 5-year mandates. Sall has not confirmed or denied his plans to run. He, however, did mention in early March that he could technically run because the new constitution resets the clock on his number of mandates, an argument that has been used by other presidents in the region to run and secure third terms. The opposition has also accused Sall's government of using the judicial machinery to target potential challengers, including leading opposition firebrand 48-year-old Ousmane Sonko, who was placed 3rd in the 2019 presidential election. The government has denied the opposition's accusations. Sonko, in fact, initiated calls for his supporters to take to the streets following a recent court ruling that threatens his candidacy in upcoming presidential elections. He maintains he is still in the race.
This is no longer justice, it is judicial banditry. And this is why I have decided, still within the framework of my campaign of civic disobedience, to no longer collaborate with this justice.
Sonko had received a 2-month suspended sentence and a hefty fine in March for defaming the country's tourism minister, with a Dakar appeals court upholding the fine and increasing the suspended term to 6 months, potentially making him ineligible for the vote. Sonko is also facing trial later this month for alleged rape and death threats over a complaint filed by an employee at a beauty salon where he went for a massage. He says he is the victim of a government plot to scupper his candidacy. The government's decision and action against Sonko have caused sporadic unrest in Dakar and elsewhere.
Today more than ever, Ousmane Sonko is a candidate for the presidential election of 2024. And as I have always said, apart from the divine will, there is no creature on earth that can prevent me from being a candidate in this election.
Senegal is traditionally a beacon of stability in troubled West Africa, but in recent years has been buffeted by turbulence that has at times turned deadly. The presidential party accuses the opposition of seeking to paralyze the country and of drumming up anger on the streets in a bid to escape justice. Political tensions have also been stoked by Sall's refusal to rule out running for a 3rd term as president, a move opponents say would be unconstitutional. The country is set to go to the polls on February 24th, 2024. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.